Alright, everybody, welcome back to the Armaggeddon Dota 2 Asia Grand Slam. I am Gods from Beyond the Summit TV, and joining me is no one because I'm casting by myself here in Singapore at the Marina Bay Sands Convention Center. We're live here in Singapore. For those of you living in Singapore, come on down, check out the last couple of days of the finals. We've got 2 days left of action, well, 1.5 days, as there's only 2 matches left today. We've got here a match between Awake and ABC. After this, we've got our loser bracket match between Pacific and First Departure. Then we have tomorrow our loser bracket finals and our best of 3 grand finals to round things off here in Singapore. But guys, thanks everybody tuning in on the live stream as well. We've had a great 2 days of action, and we're getting close to the end of our 3rd day as teams being flown in from all over Southeast Asia, competing for $20,000 in prize money, sponsorship gear, as well as sponsorship contracts with Armageddon. And, well, it's all starting to come to an end. It's been a fun 2.5 days, and we've got a bit more action to come today as well as tomorrow, as I'll be guiding you through all of our Dota 2 action here on the Beyond the Summit 2 channel. And, of course, as always, a big thanks to all our sponsors here at the Dota 2 tournament. We've got eClub, AMD, StarHub, Asus, RGN, Zook, Sonic E, as well as Power Logic, who have helped make this tournament here all possible. But, guys, what you're probably seeing as well, a draft already underway. Let's just jump into things here, as we are looking at ABC, the team led by Winter, playing over on the Dire side. They're up against Awake, the team from Thailand, playing over on the Radiant side. And we're looking at Batrider, Keeper of the Light being banned out by ABC. They have the second pick, so they're banning out some of those sort of more crucial bans, especially that Keeper of the Light. Very rarely do you see Keeper of the Light seeking through, not getting banned anymore. Awake ban out Lifestealer and Nyx Assassin. Both heroes ABC run. ABC with their picks and bans, they're very standard, very conventional. They got themselves a Rubik, Queen of Pain with their first 2. Probably looking at something like a Luna with this 3rd pick. Otherwise, where do we look ahead? Awake, on the other hand, well, they've gone Mag, Wisp, and CK. Faceless Void actually going to pick up from ABC. I think they decide they want to have that teamfight Chronosphere. Luna is prone to getting ganked, and with CK being picked up by Awake, they're going to be looking to go for that aggressive duo. That's kind of a bit of a weak point for Luna. It's hard to fight into that with CK. So, alternatively, they go for a Faceless Void. A hero can escape using the Time Walk. You also have the Chronosphere for those team fights, a much more sort of reliable carry in the mid to late game, who can't be ganked as easily. The one thing he doesn't shine in is sort of those early to mid game team fights. Chronosphere is great, but you don't have the damage that a Luna does. Luna with the Aura, the ultimate as well, has much more reliable damage. Also a lot better at lane control, but Faceless Void, if you can get the farm you need, will be absolutely fantastic here. We'll be seeing Hontrash playing that hero, I imagine. For Awake, well, they get themselves the first pick Mag. We've seen a lot of Mag being played this tournament. It never really seems to get banned out anymore, but almost always getting first or second pick. Generally been looking at, well, we saw Mag offlane last game, but generally we've been looking at mostly Mag in the solo mid. Maybe we look at the with CK as a dual lane mid here, though. And when it cause Queen of Pain some problems, slow down the Queen of Pain farm at mid, then that's where you look to run that with CK. Go for another strong dual lane in the safe lane, because CK alone can't carry this game. You need a second source of damage. You need sort of a second semi-carry. Queen of Pain's already been picked up by ABC, so that's not an option, but we look at something like a Nature's Prophet, or maybe even something with a bit more carry potential. Well, I'm trying to think what else could we actually be looking at here. Maybe the Luna themselves. Awake could still fit a Luna into their lineup. They need sort of that second carry. ABC not going to ban out the carries, though. They're looking to ban out those secondary supports. Something that can sort of combo with the Wisp CK in the tri lane. Lina as well as Leshrak both get banned out. As we do get ourselves near the end of this second banning stage. Weaver and Chen banned up by the Thai guys. Well aware of the potential for a jungling Chen from Ling. And ABC, well, they love their offlane Weaver. They run that quite frequently. So Awake, they've done their homework. Lifestealer, often a go-to hero for the carry role. Something that we've seen TFG play in an offensive tri lane. While they had, it was Hontrash player Dave playing the safe lane Lone Druid. Not going to be looking at a Lone Druid here. We've already got Dave's hero, the Faceless Void. So they need an offlane hero for TFG. They also need another support. And right now, with Lina and Leshrak banned out, we may be looking at either an Enchantress or an Enigma pick for Ling. ABC could go for a slightly more, I guess, aggressive approach with an Enchantress, or the slightly more greedy jungler in the Enigma. Especially an Enchantress here, I definitely think it fits the ABC playstyle, and with, well, the Lina Leshrak banned out, it is going to be one of those heroes that they can look to go for. CK Wisp. The question is, do they go safe lane, do they go mid? Bounty Hunter actually cops a ban here, so once again targeting his off-laners, but I don't think it's an off-laner that ABC really like. They don't use it all that much. I think more likely would be looking at something like an Enchantress pick. Well, not as an off-lane, obviously, but as in that 4 position. They're not afraid of the Enchantress, though. I think they think that Wisp CK can just brute force him down. They think they have the damage needed to kill him off. As one more ban now for ABC. They've banned out 2 supports already. Probably now we look at maybe banning the other solo hero that's missing from Awake. Maybe something like a Nature's Prophet gets banned out here. Maybe even that Luna. 2 good sort of carry or semi-carries that can provide some additional damage, because CK alone won't do enough. Mag up to set things up, but you need a range carry sort of to combo with that. CK is alright as sort of a tanky hero. You can do some DPS, but all said and done, it's not really going to be a reliable source of damage unless you get ridiculously out of control farm and you get that snowball starting to happen, but that's probably not what we're looking at here. Last ban for ABC. They're really thinking things through. 20 second reserve time. They ban out the Clinks. Ooh, I do like this. I mentioned they need another sort of range carry or semi-carry. Who cares about Luna Nature's Prophet? Clinks would fit perfectly. And Awake have run Clinks as well in their past games. They've already run a Clinks draft, so definitely there's a potential for one again. Have him in the safe lane or even in the mid lane and run the Wisp CK, well, wherever you want. Offensive tri lane, mid with the Clinks in the safe lane. Mag can go off lane, so a very, very worthwhile ban. Awake can go for the Luna if they want to have that carry. Maybe even a Lone Druid. Lone Druid's still in the pool, so they can go offensive tri lane, have Lone Druid in the safe lane. Alternatively, have Lone Druid at mid. Send the Mag to the off lane, and there's your tri lane. Shadowed him in the last support pickup. And now what do ABC go for? Are they going to try chance their luck with an Enchantress pick? Or do they go somewhere else? 4th pick now for Winter's team. They've done well so far. They haven't really been challenged yet. Even their match against First Departure, it just looked clinical. They weren't really given a proper challenge there. First Departure just looked a bit off their game, and there we go. Enigma pickup. Possible offlaner. Got to keep this in mind. Not necessarily going to be a jungling Ling Enigma, but it well could be. Especially when you're looking at what Awake have. An offensive tri lane with Wisp, CK, Shadow Demon. It's decent, but it's not the best tri lane. Wisp doesn't offer a whole lot of damage. It's just a tether stun. Shadow Demon is just a setup, but you're setting up. What are you setting up for? Shadow Fiend, the last pick. There's your range damage. It's a Shadow Fiend pick. Combo that with a Mag. Now we're talking. Haven't got to see much Shadow Fiend play, but we will get to see some here. As, well, last pick for ABC. What are they worried about? Are they going to go greedy and put the Enigma in the jungle and they'll pick up their offlaner here? Or maybe they just run a tri lane and instead of going offlane with the Enigma, he jungles anyway. They abandon the offlane. Something ABC do quite frequently is just not send anyone to the offlane, knowing that it could just be suicide. Sending an offlane hero against this Shadow Demon CK Wisp, not going to work. So that's where you look to just get a tri lane support here and then have Enigma start off in the jungle. Go to the offlane maybe after hit level 3, level 4. 15 seconds to think things through here. Time is running out, and Darkseer is still in the pool. How did I not notice that? There's your offlane hero. That makes perfect sense. They are going to go greedy. There's going to be Ling playing a jungling Enigma. It puts Hon Trash Play into the safe lane farming Faceless Void, supported by a Rubik, Queen of Pain at mid, and Wang Wang going to be playing that offlane Darkseer. It's the TFG Queen of Pain. He's played some amazing Queen of Pains over the last couple of weeks. And we're going to see one more here. Once again at the Armageddon Dota 2 Asia Grand Slam. And as the players are going to just finish picking their heroes, we'll see how introduce our 2 team seconds. Won't introduce our lanes as players are in earshot range. Don't want to be letting teams know too much what's going on. I can speculate much like the players can. I say Darkseer's going off lane and Queen of Pain's going mid because that's the most logical way to do things. It's exactly what Awake are thinking right now. And if they decide to do something different, well, I'll pretend they're not because I won't be able to give anything away. But over on the Dire side is the team from Malaysia who have just been somewhat dominating the Southeast Asian scene as of late. Even taking down Orange Esports in a best of 5 the other day. It is Team ABC. We've got Winter playing the Rubik. We've got TFG playing the Queen of Pain. Wang Wang on the Darkseer. Enigma being handled by Ling. And then we've got Hon Trash Player playing the Faceless Void. Over on the Radiant side, the team flying in from Thailand. They've had a good run so far. They're undefeated. They've made it to the winner bracket finals, taking down Hirosh in their previous match. It is Team Awake. We've got DVA, generally the solo mid player in the past. He plays here like Templar Assassin, playing the Shadow Fiend. Mag being played by Boombell, one of their very influential initiators. Af playing the Wisp. CK in the hands of Toy, who generally plays their hard carry. Although this game, it's really Shadow Fiend who's their hard carry. It's just, he plays the carry that's getting the support. In this case, it's the CK who's going to be supported by the Wisp. And finally, who have we forgotten? We can't forget anyone. It's Yotu. He's playing the Shadow Demon. So both teams, well, move on out, plant some wards, try to scout your enemy lanes, and wait for those creeps to spawn. Then we see them back off to their lanes. We'll see Queen of Pain going towards the mid lane, and for Awake, well, there's two options. Do the dual lane mid with the Wisp CK, or send Shadow Fiend solo mid. Do they fancy their luck as a Shadow Fiend versus Queen of Pain matchup? Shadow Fiend does actually come out on top in that 1v1 matchup. The problem is the roaming support. Rubik can look to go for some early smoke ganks and cause some issues there. We'll find out in just a second what those lanes are. The beauty of this Enigma as well is, look, well, one less creep down towards the bottom lane. He's used that conversion to deny a creep, and there we go, have it. Wisp CK are going to be in the middle lane up against the Queen of Pain, so TFG, well, he's not going to be too happy about this, but he shouldn't be getting killed here. Or will he? No. Mag's not doing anything there. He's going to be doing something a bit sneaky here. ABC at the bottom lane. It's going to be the Darkseid up against the Shadow Fiend and Shadow Demon dual lane. So dual lanes it is from Awake. Dual lane mid, dual lane bottom. It does sort of open up for Darkseid to get some XP, some farm, because Shadow Demon on his own can't really zone the Darkseid out of this lane. Right now, top lane, we've got Hon Trash player. Free farming away. Nothing really to contest him right now. Mag hasn't shown his face up there. You guys on the stream can see exactly where he is, but for the player's sake, we won't quite mention it. Queen of Pain at mid will be up against this dual lane, and they really need to try and pressure him as much as possible here. Make sure that TFG's not getting farm. It's going to be hard to kill him. But what you want to try and do is, well, you want to try and get yourself, basically prevent him from getting XP as well as farm. Deny as much as possible. If Queen of Pain doesn't get much CS, you can't get your boots bottle up nice and fast, and suddenly Queen of Pain can't have as much impact around the map. Quick pause coming out as it looks like Shadow Fiend DVA saying he just needs 1 sec. Fix the hotkeys, fix your configurations, make sure all the settings are okay. A very important match for the two teams. Winner of this match will be going on to the grand finals tomorrow. They'll be playing in that best of 3 grand finals. Loser of it, they'll be playing tomorrow as well in the loser bracket finals. If they win that match, then, well, then they get their chance at a revenge in the grand finals. Boombell is always going to be the player to look out for. He's had some crazy influential games here. Batrider was one of sort of his big heroes in the first couple of days. We're seeing him now on the mag. And this Awake team's been a solid team for the most part, through and through here at this Armageddon Dota 2 Grand Slam. But they've got one tough as hell opponent in front of them, taking down a team like ABC, such a well-rounded team. On Trash Player's been playing that carry role so damn well, and the support duo of Winter and Ling, it's meshing together well. And you've got TFG, him and Wang Wang switch between the mid lane and the off lane. Generally, Wang Wang only plays the mid lane when they pick up the mag. If they get that mag, then we see Wang Wang in the mid lane, and that puts TFG to the off lane. And we're seeing TFG, well, this is almost his trademark hero some of the time. The Queen of Pain. Whoa, there we go. Mag success. Queen of Pain will quickly realize what's happening. Oh, he's also getting a lot of damage at mid lane. He'll be like, hey, where's my creeps? There's 2 less than there should be. Well, mid pulls are happening. Mag gets a mid pull off, denies a couple creeps, tries to get himself some farm and XP here. Bottom lane, Shadow Fiend looking to free farm. Trade free farm for free farm with the Faceless Void. Problem is, Darkseid's getting XP here. Darkseid can actually go into this offlane while Mag, well, he's forced to use his mid pull. He's too worried about this Rubik at the top lane, just harassing him, zoning him out of the lane. Looks like a bit of a mouse technical issue coming out from Awake's Yotu. DVA, generally I said the solo mid player for the Awake team. He's actually swung bottom. He is playing what is, in some ways, I guess, the more standard solo mid hero here in the Shadow Fiend, but with this dual lane mid, the CK is a hero much more suited to Toy, who does play that hard carry role. Even though CK not a hard carry, he's a farming sort of tanky type of carry. SF, well, your solo mid player, every solo mid player knows how to play a Shadow Fiend. And they'll have to do their best to basically try and keep this Dark out of lane, but it's so difficult to do so. He's already at level 2. So he's got 1 in the Shell, 1 in the Surge. He'll be hitting level 3 in no time at all with this creep wave here as well. There's not really enough damage or firepower in this Radiant dual lane. Level 1 Razors, not going to do a thing. Level 1 Disruption, no. All we can see is just a couple right-click harassers coming out from Shadow Demon, and when you've got 2 sets of Tangos and a Salve on your Darkseer, you shrug that off, no problem. Toy and Ath at the mid lane. Have to see how well they can slow down this Queen of Pain's farm. So far, it's been decent. CK getting as much CS as he can. 7-5 creep score there. And that's really the big thing here. Deny as much XP as possible. I mean, realistically, ideal scenario, you get a kill on the Queen of Pain, but realistically, you shouldn't be killing Queen of Pain unless Queen of Pain makes a mistake. So to win this lane, you've just got to basically hit almost every creep possible. Last hit as well as possible, get every deny possible. And with Whis helping to zone out the Queen of Pain, push Queen of Pain back. Also, you can just time your denies together. It should be something that is a possible feat. Top lane, well, this is one of the less interesting lanes. Unless you like watching Hontrash players just sit in last hit creeps for day in, day out. Something he's just so damn good at. Who'll be farming a top lane? So far has not missed a creep. 8 CS in the first 2 waves, and here's your 3rd wave. He is farming it away from his tower. He has to do so because of the pools coming from Winter, and unless you want to be farming on your tower, and when you're farming on your tower, there's a possibility of actually mistiming creeps. The tower damage is a bit erratic, it's not consistent, and as a result, sometimes you miss creeps, and without a Quelling Blade, you can't farm under your tower 100% reliably. You maybe miss a creep here or there. Poor Man's Shield gives him +6 agi, will help him out a bit, but it's still a case where this is a safe way to make sure you farm, and this Poor Man's Shield will block most of that damage. Not to mention that whatever damage he takes, he'll heal it right back up when he buys that Ring of Health. We'll be looking at a Battle Fury Rush, I can only imagine, coming out from ABC's Faceless Void. Shadow Fiend, we'll see what build he looks to go for. We've seen all sorts of Shadow Fiend builds when they're in the safe lane. From obscure builds like Phase Boots Drums, the Lifestealer build, basically the Puma build. You get Phase Drums and then go for a BKB. To just a standard, well, Shadow Blade Rush. And then you have your standard Treads BKB build. So plenty of different possibilities here. DVA, we'll have to see if he goes for a hard carry type build, the Shadow Blade BKB Manta, or just BKB Manta, or that more sort of mobility, aggressive build into Phase Boots with Phase Boots Drums. Something that EG Sphere used to do quite a bit when he'd play a safe lane farming Shadow Fiend. And Queen of Pain up against a dual lane, this is going to slow down any bottle quite drastically. Has gone for a lot of stats with 4 branches and a circle, and this is probably good. Sure, your bottle, you could go for an eco build, get 3 branches and rush a bottle. Problem is then, harass is hurting you a lot more, as is it becomes a lot harder to last hit. Instead, we're looking at +6 to all stats, and that really helps with the early last hitting and staying alive in this lane. Even with the bottle being slowed down, it is very, very useful to have these extra stats. Awake. What do they look to do here? They can't really kill the Queen of Pain, as said. Some creative mini-map drawings going on. Not quite on Sing Sing level yet. Haven't seen any phallic imagery. Dave has, well, he's disconnected anyways, and it looks like Awake, they need 1 more minute. Having a bit of a mouse problem, unfortunately. Hopefully something that can be sorted out soon, but we'll keep you guys updated as Faces Void, once he reconnects and once the Awake player is ready. Looks like it needs another minute. We will be back getting underway once again. There's your reconnection, although I don't think Awake are quite ready. We'll see, as said, Enigma Ling. He's playing off in the jungle, and this is, I mentioned this is greedy, but it's a calculated risk. They know that it's very unlikely we see an offensive tri-lane. Enigma can't really help out if there is an offensive tri-lane, but considering there isn't one right now, it means, well, he's not going to get touched in the jungle. He can either rush a mech, maybe rush a BKB for his team, although BKB not going to help a whole lot against that Mag RP, although RPing after he's already casting Black Hole, very difficult because you have to get so close to him. And there we go. Teams are ready to go. Wisp resumes. Back to harassing in this mid lane. Doing as much as possible to keep this Queen of Pain down. And something that Awake can do with this, CK can go for a fast bottle and basically give the bottle to the Wisp. Wisp can share the regen between them, and then Wisp goes and gets the runes. It doesn't have to actually be CK leaving the lane, because if CK leaves the lane to get runes, well, he's missing XP, he maybe misses a couple creeps. That's where the support Wisp can come into play. As he's just spamming down as much as possible. Obviously CK just throw off his mana. Bottle. Nope. CK says, I want it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. There's no sharing. Why? CK did need HP, and you can't heal HP when you're full HP using the bottle. So Toy uses the first charge. Both teams still playing things very safe and cautiously for the time being. Mag still trying to use this mid pull. So far, he's still level 1, so it's to no avail. Bottom lane, they're trying to zone out this Dark Sim with a double damage rune. That's one thing which will help to do so. He's gone for fast boots, actually. Oh, wow. They got Queen of Pain at mid. They struck the CK Wisp duo. And it didn't take him long at all. Unfortunately, missing that kill. Out of tempo after that long pause, but we may catch that one in a replay in just a second. TFG immediately TP's back mid, and problem is here, he doesn't have his bottle. There's not too much going on. We'll take another look at that first blood quickly here at the mid lane. They go in with the CK. The Wisp tethered to follow up. There's no blink out. It was the long stun duration that he needed. If that's a 1 second stun, Queen of Pain is fine. Queen of Pain, luck was not on his side there at the mid lane. And now without this bottle gold, he had to buy a TP. 135 gold on a TP is a lot when you're trying to rush a bottle. Not to mention the gold he lost from dying. As we'll see CK Wisp once again join up. Looking to continually be aggressive on this Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain did manage, as soon as he came back to lane, get a couple more last hits, so that's going to help him out. Toy looking for a reality rift. He's almost just looking to spam his mana because he knows that Wisp is going to be looking to go get these runes. And as soon as Wisp is back, then the two heroes can look to heal up. Darkseid now level 4 at the bottom lane, so he's got some decent key levels of his own and hoping for a rune to spawn bottom. Not gonna happen. It goes the way at the Wisp. He finds an illusion rune, and well, now we have that shared regen. Wisp just bottles him up. Just uses the one charge for the time being. We're gonna maybe see CK just throw a stun, look to harass a bit. That's where they can just throw stuns and hope to get a 3 second stun. If they get a 3 second stun, maybe they get a kill. Even if they don't, it's like, hey, we got all this mana regen. We're actually sharing it between the two heroes as well. Wisp. Oh, selfish Wisp. Save those bottle charges to help the CK, but not going to happen for the time being. TFG. He's struggling. Oh, there's a tether as well. There's no scales bolt. It comes too late. Queen of Pain gets away from it. He gets out of there just. Instant bottle up. Heals up their HP. Heals up their mana. TFG knows that this mid lane is just so dangerous. So deadly. Wow, look at Ling. Almost level 6 here. He'd love to have that level 6 and help out this mid lane. Oh, once again, they want this Queen of Pain. They're going to chase after Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain going to try to fight his way out. This one more right click takes down Toy on his own, and here comes Ling. He's level 6 as well. Level 2 and Malefice, 2 stun procs, and there we go. Double kill goes away the Queen of Pain at the mid lane. A solo kill on the CK, and then with the help of Ling, he brings down the Wisp as well. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Darkseid actually goes down. Shadow Demon and SF, triple raises being used. I think he must have hit all 3 raises. The only way we're going to get a kill is with all 3 raises here, and there we go, top lane. Chronosphere's up, Mag is dead. He brings the Void with him. Skewer not going to save you when Void positions himself properly. Well played by Hon Trash player. He went for the Ring of Health, and he went back for boots as well as a glove, just giving him some extra attack speed. Mag already back alive, but he's just level 1. Level 1 Mag at 6 minutes in, and he wants to get this XP under his tower. Skewer still on cooldown. Void, I mean, if Void actually thought this through, he could have been like, oh wait, Skewer's on cooldown. He could have just killed Mag. Just walk up and start hitting. If you get a bash, it's a kill. Mag doesn't have boots, he doesn't have Skewer. But Mag, he will have his Skewer back up now. Mid lane, they want this Queen of Pain. They really went bad. 1 second stun on the TFG, gets the blink up, but there's going to be a chase. One more right click sneak. Oh! He was looking for the Sonic Wave. Sonic Wave and a Scream. If that had come, that could have been the death of the CK. Would have needed both, it looks like. CK does have some heals here from the Wisp if needed. Even just the tether procs. I'll have to wait and see if Enigma looks to get more aggressive on this map. He's level 8. Enigma is so ridiculously high level. He's the highest level in the game, I want to say. Level 8 Enigma. Yep, highest level in the game. This is the greedy jungle Enigma, and this is something which pays off when you do it like this. And it's going to pay off even further. Top lane, Mag. He's stunned up. He's going to proc twice. He needs to time this skewer properly, but it's not going to matter. Black hole is there. They'll use the ultimate just to get the solo kill, and Enigma actually gets the last hit on it. They're not too worried about having to use that ultimate in a team fight, but it's going to be mid lane CK Wisp once again, bringing down Queen of Pain. 3 deaths on this Queen of Pain. Trouble for him. The push is on at top though. Boots soaring up an Enigma. They're going to try to bring down this tier 1 now. They're ready to start pushing. Mag is pinging, but he's not going to be able to do all that much. He is level 4. It was level 1 for so long. It's like zip, level 4. Really quickly gets there. He's on his way back towards the top lane. Going to try and defend this, but there's really nothing he can do. Can't even go in for a deny. It's just too risky. Void, time it. No. Shared by the Dire team, it looks like. And Faceless Void is starting to build that Battle Fury. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Wang Wang. Oh, goes down to the Shadow Poison tick damage. It was the Wisp CK flying in. Wisp CK here relocate. They get themselves a kill. Now they want to go on the Queen of Pain at mid. Is it going to be enough? Is that 3 second stun enough to kill off TFG? He needs to blink out. He's still going to get chased down. One more reality rift may come. Queen of Pain scream. Ulti. He takes out the CK. What a play coming out from TFG. And here's Ling. He is just like soaring with his arms in the air. He is chasing down Af with a haste rune, and Af, there's no escape. Tether out. Nope, nothing to tether to. TFG. He's playing with fire at this mid lane, and well, he's learned his lesson. He's learned it the hard way. He's gone down 3 times, but he's got 2 double kills at this mid lane. Both times it's had some help from the Enigma, but both times he has killed the CK on his own. Enigma or no Enigma, he will kill those CK, so it's overextensions coming from Awake in some ways. Awake do have this Shadow Ping getting a strong amount of farm here at bottom, but is it going to be enough? The Faceless Void doing the same thing at top. Not just farm going his way, but he's also got a couple of assists and an assist gold. Enigma, Ling, completed mechanism. Straight mech for Ling, and now we probably look at ABC looking to take quite a few team fights, push down towers, even without Black Hole up. Enigma can offer so much with this fast mech. Mid lane with CK once again reunited, looking for that relocate opportunity. Where can they go? Where can they find these team fights? As Shadow Pin at bottom. This is, I mean, it's great he's farming, but he can't really get kills that easily. We'll wait and see if they can maybe get someone on the Wang Wang here at bottom. Disruption is there, but there's no purge. Unless we have a level 6 Shadow Demon. Oh, mids. I say he's learned his lesson, but has he? TFG goes down again. Wisp and CK. They've had mixed success with this duo at mid. They've been double killed twice, but for the most part, they've come out on top. 4 clashes have gone their way, 2 have not. The problem is when the clash doesn't go their way, they give away 2 kills. When the clash goes their way, they're only getting 1 out of it. So they're sitting at 4 for 4 at the mid lane. So as far as kills go, it's dead even though the Radiant team's one more fights there. It's a very volatile matchup there. If you don't succeed in doing so, Queen of Pain will clean you both up. And now the rotation from Winter as well as Ling. Looking to come on in. Unfortunately, Observer Ward spots him out. With the Eidolons, they just managed to take out that lane ward. Once again, Ping on the bottom lane. He's already used Surge here. Wang Wang trying to surge his way forward. He's just avoiding the Wisp CK. They came in from behind, but the Razors, he needs one more. Actually, not going to be a Razor. It's going to be a Wisp Spirit. Finishes off the kill. And Wisp CK, uh-oh, Wisp, you dead. Right into 3 heroes. Smartly leaves CK bottom. CK was probably like, dude, you're not bringing me with you. This isn't going to happen. This isn't going to work out. They get the Darkseid though, and they're going to get a tier 1 tower at bottom. But are they going to be trading for their own tier 1 mid? The mid tier 1's a lot harder to push, a lot easier to defend. So this is a bigger loss for Team Awake here. Team Awake tier 1 this early. Those side lane towers much easier to push. And ABC find themselves 7 kills apiece, but they're well ahead. Out farming their opponents. Only the Shadow Fiend who's somewhat on top. Over on the Radiant side, Mag has finally hit his level 6 now, so we have RP on the playing field. Wants to try and get those Arcane Boots up because he's a bit strapped for mana right now. Even at full mana, it's just a skewer and then an RP. Don't even have mana for a shockwave. Arcane boots are going to be essential for him. TFG, well, this is not very often you see it at 11 minutes in. Queen of Pain 5 and 4 with no assist. He's been just initiated on time and time again in this mid lane, and every time, well, generally he's gone down, but twice he's got himself double kills. Bottom lane, Void. He fancies his chance against the SF. He's waiting for a bash. He'll get the bash. Wisp going to come in. He's going to come right into a Chronosphere. Void's going to get one, and now all he has to do is retreat. With CK, are they going to be able to chase him down? There is a CK reality. Stun as well does a ton of damage. This looks like the end of Contrast play. Has he got mana for a time walk? No. He won't get it off in time. Then Wisp CK go right back into the mid lane, right back into a two-man black hole. Wisp dead. Toy dead as well. The CK goes down. Ling was there, right place at the right time with a black hole, and 3 for 1. ABC lose the Faceless Void, but he killed the Shadow Fiend for it. Nice fight, nice pickups going the way of ABC. They now find themselves up 10 kills to 8. Losing the Void, well worth it for that fight. Oh, mid lane. TFG is just playing man mode right now. Chipping away at the tier 2, backs off. He's not scared of anything. He should be though. With CK have killed him so many times. Whoop, bit of PC lag there. Looks like all's good. There's Yo2. He's the hit level 7 now. That's really the big issue when they tried to kill Darkseer. He'd surge away, but now that you have the purge, you can purge off the surge. He surges, you purge. You just wait it out. On Trash Player, he's back to farming top, trying to get this Battle Fury. He desperately wants to get it. Question is, can he farm it at the top lane? He's got a lot of creeps there to deal with. Oh, there's a reality rip into a tether stun. 3 seconds time as well as an RP being used. They're using everything on him. That really shouldn't have happened. He should have been okay there, but he gets taken out by 3 heroes. When realistically, should have maybe seen that one coming. Awake going to get a tier 1 tower out of this as well. So many heroes were missing, and Faceless Void gets caught out. I think he thought he could have stayed just a little bit longer. Wanted a couple more creeps. There's your Wisp relocation right into Enigma. No black hole this time. Does have a mech. Can help keep Weng Weng alive, and this could have been an overextension. They're trying to bring down Weng Weng. The mech saves him. Darkseer is still alive. He's taken out one. The Wisp is on the sideline. Defensive disruption coming out from the Shadow Demon. CK going to pop. The old man gets healed up once, and here comes the Queen of Pain. Sonic Wave onto the SF. There was a Shadow Blade in. He brought down the Darkseer, and Ribbit with trying to bring down the Queen of Pain. Succeeds in doing so. Then he goes down. Enigma with the kill. Try and make it a double kill. Yes, he does. Yo2 goes down. 4 for 3 trade at bottom lane. Meanwhile, it's top. Mag and Void. Oh, Mag, you're in all sorts of trouble. Chronosphere going to get popped. He is healing himself up a little bit by the looks of things. Contrast Player is going to need some bashes. There's one. He needs more. He gets another. Of all the bashes in the world. Everything going the way of the Contrast Player. This is not looking good for Awake when they gave away that many kills there. And next fight we're going to be looking at Enigma having Black Hole back up. It's coming up soon, and he's putting a BKB. That double kill going his way. Extra gold, as well as tons of XP. Level 14 on this Enigma. Holy crap. How is this Enigma level 14 at 15 minutes in? And Darkseer, man, what are you doing that far up? Way, way past the river. On his own. In no man's land. And now we've got Wisp once again hovering around the CK, looking for openings around the map for that relocate. I'm really curious about these levels. 14, the highest by a long shot. Next highest in the game is the level 12 Void. And look at some of these rating heroes, level 8, level 9. Unfortunately for the Dire team, Enigma's not a hero who benefits massively from these levels. Extra points in Midnight Pulse is decent, but it's not sort of game-changing. Having these levels on someone like Queen of Pain would be fantastic. Even the Darkseer. Darkseer, well, level 10, and he hasn't got any points in the wall of replica just yet. He's going to TP in towards the mid lane. Wisp and CK. Where's the next target for him? Where's the next opening to use that relocate and look for some more kills? They're going to be worrying about this Shadow Fiend, especially considering it hasn't gone for a BKB. It's going to be a Shadow Blade, then BKB, but with Dust or Sentries, we'll definitely be seeing it looking at a gem as well. Winter absolutely loves his gem. And once that's up, suddenly DVA is in a lot more trouble. Top lane, there's your opening with CK looking for Contrast Player. Vacuum would help keep him alive, but not long enough. Here comes the Whisk CK, and they're here with a vengeance. They bring him down. CK making sure of that. Whisk going to relocate back in as he goes right into his own death. The number of times we've seen that. I think it's like the third time, maybe the fourth time this game. Whisk gets a kill with an ultimate and then relocates right back into a sea of heroes waiting for him. CK's here. Oh, Black Hole is also here. Toys walk right into a Black Hole. There is a Sonic Wave that they need to use. It looks like they will do so. Mag trying to find an RP. Kind of doesn't really succeed in doing a very good one. Link stunned up, trying to get brought down by a Shadow Fiend. Gets all 3 raises as well. One more right click. He brings down the Enigma. A ton of XP and gold for that kill. That is such a big kill to be getting. And here comes with tethering the SF, trying to help keep him alive. Shadowblade is there. Are there sentries? Are there dust? Not right now. Yes, there is. Winter drops one. Fade Bolt, but DVA's out of range. He's back out. Now in the backlines, Queen of Pain. Brought down. What are you doing, TFG? He goes down, sacrifices himself for absolutely nothing. Winter getting himself quite a good chunk of gold here, but that's a great fight for Awake. Killing off Enigma and Queen of Pain, and a lot of gold going the way of this SF, as well as XP. Killing off the Enigma at this point is almost better than killing the Void because of all the XP you're getting for it. Killing a level 15 hero gives you so much XP, good amount of gold as well. It's really a nice little pickup. Where do Awake look to go next? One good fight for them. If they can get themselves a BKB on this Shadow Fiend, things suddenly get a lot easier the next team fight. Still 2 ultimates that go through though. Well, 3 if you count the Darkseer ultimate. It goes through, of course. Doesn't actually stun or do all that much. But Faceless Void, Chronosphere, Enigma, Black Hole. The lockdown is there even for a BKB SF, but he's got to go for it anyways. Telekinesis, Enigma Stun, Vacuum, Queen of Pain nukes. You've got to go for the BKB. You've just got to hope that you can get farmed enough, fat enough, that it doesn't matter if you get caught out by an RP. ABC now, Mech, well no Mech, Mech is on the Enigma. Pipe, sorry, coming up on the Darkseer. They'll have both Mech and Pipe in their hands shortly. As ABC, well, trying to push out and farm these lanes as efficiently as possible. Contrast player has had his Battlefield sometimes, Treads as well. He's being pretty efficient with his farm, but he's still behind the Shadow Fiend. Net worth as well. Whoa! Of all the heroes to be leading in net worth, it's Ling. Ling is the richest support player I've ever known. His Lina earlier on in the champ was absolutely ridiculously farmed as well, and he's about to get even more gold. A good chunk of gold about to be going his way. As there's an item the Radiant team were waiting for. They really needed this. Both teams not really revealing stuff on the map, except Wang Wang at mid. Probably expecting backup, but the backup's not there. They're in the Roshan pit. Faceless Void gets himself an Aegis, and he's now signing towards his BKB with an Ogre Club in his inventory. But look at this Enigma farm. 10k net worth. He's the most farmed hero in the game. BKB, Mech, Treads. Holy fat Enigmas. ABC, oh, it's Wang Wang. Caught out at mid. There's no escape. SF comes in with the Shadow Blade damage. Finishes him off, and they may even go for the tier 1 tower. Nope, they find another target. It's the Enigma as well as Winter on the Rubik. Enigma is there. BKB is up as well. Can he find the Black Hole? He's really looking for it. It's Chronosphere on the sides here. Catches out SF. Unfortunately, there's a disruption. There's your Black Hole. Just in time. Contrast playing near, and he's going to try to bring down the SF. Can he actually do so? There's a Requiem Assault, but no. He goes down anyway. They somehow had vision of Contrast play now getting first down. Is there a time walk out? Needs to do so. He's stunned for just so damn long. He's going to just go flying, and after Gem on the ground now. Looks like Wisp had that one, and oh no, Toy gets taken out. Kale's fault was stolen. A complete team wipe. ABC. Fantastic fight going their way. Ling lost his gem, but he gets regained by ABC. What a fantastic fight. Awake not going to be happy with that one. Mag, well, he got caught out alone. Problem is he got caught out alone, and after that, well, he used an RP, but with his RP there was no follow-up damage. They needed the SF to be doing damage on top of the RP, as well as having Whisk CK there. They almost managed to bring down the Faceless Void, but just didn't quite succeed in doing so as well. Unlucky for them, unlucky. As I always see, Queen of Pain, been building this BKB for some time. Ogre Club is there. Purely worried about the disable and lockdown that Whisk CK have. He's died one too many times. to not realize how important having a BKB is going to be this game. Enigma's already got his, and his net worth is still, well, staggeringly far in front. TVA, the SF, needs to start building his next time. He still hasn't got his BKB. Where is your BKB? He needs it for these team fights. Without one, it's just so difficult. And we saw last fight, having that vision of him with that gem makes things a whole lot easier for ABC. And Void, oh, forget BKB. I'm not sure if the Radiant team saw this item, but he's picked up something. And now we have Awake. Shadow Demon and Wisp looking just to provide the support that CK needs. He's going for a BKB. This is BKBs all round. When all's said and done, we're looking at 4 or 5 heroes with a BKB. SF, CK, Enigma, Queen of Pain, and Void all looking to build a BKB in the somewhat near future. Next 5-10 minutes. Well, I say that, and 2 or 3 already have BKBs. Question is, when is that SF BKB coming up? He really needs that for these team fights. Without that, I mean, sure, even with it, you can get brought down. With enough damage coming from Faces Void, and with a Mask of Madness, well, the damage is there. The damage is there if you need it. You want to focus him down in the chronosphere, you can choose to do so. He doesn't have the survivability of a BKB offers, and also just be very careful. When he class that Mask of Madness, he takes the bonus damage, and he could be put into a bad position. Especially last fight where he did get off a decent chronosphere, but Shadow Demon wasn't caught in it, so there was this disruption which caused him some issues. Luckily for him, though, there was an Enigma Black Hole to follow up. That's really the beauty of this Dire lineup. Chronosphere, maybe it's an alright one. There's always a secondary AoE lockdown. The Enigma Black Hole, and then, well, you even have a Darkseer Wall Vacuum. So much potential damage that they can dish out. And the main thing for this Dire team is to focus on these team fights. Don't let Wisp and CK pick off heroes on their own who may look to be farming alone. As this mid-tier 1 tower I mentioned earlier, so much harder to bring down these tier 1s. And that's going to be the target here maybe for the Radiant team. They've got CK and Mag there, barreling down this mid lane. The Dire team, well, they're at top. They're going for a counter push of their own. Glyph being used here. Looks like they're going to retreat. They're worried about, I mean, if you're using Glyph, it kind of says, hey, let's defend this. We're going to Glyph it, but it's not the case. ABC, they're pushing top. Tier 2 tower exposed, and well, there's no real defenses right now for it. Awake maybe just going to continue to push because they're pushing 2 lanes, both mid as well as bottom, so I imagine ABC look to retreat. Prevent both tier 2s going down if possible. They may be too late, or they may just look to keep pushing to the tier 3 high ground. The tier 2s at bottom and mid maybe not coming down fast enough. SF already TVing back. Gives up on bottom lane. Mid lane, CK, he's really committed to this. And it's because with CK, well, relocate coming at any time. The pipe gets popped, the mech is there as well if they need it. BKB's all around. And oh, another one is up. This could help with the defense for Awake. SF pokes his out, he's got his BKB as well as a Yasha now. Rax is now getting worked away, and Toy's going to find TFT on the sidelines. They bring down the Queen of Pain. What a big pickup. RP catches out 3. Hero RP coming out from Boom Bell. He has been the MVP for this hit. But there's your Black Hole coming out from a BKB. Enigma. Winter on the backline, doing some chain disables as well. Hon Transplant now going to find the Shadow Fiend, bring him down using his Mask of Madness. It's 2 heroes on the sideline now with SF as well as Shadow Demon both dead. And oh boy, things not looking good for this Radiant team. Queen of Pain buys back, coming right back to the fight. And now these racks is exposed. Wall of Replicable was there. There's just too many team fight ultimates. Even with the perfect engagement, they're going to get another good engagement Awake. They pick up another hero, but Queen of Pain is back with a BKB and a Sonic Wave. They bring down... Well, I don't really bring down anyone just yet. They're looking for more. There we go. Whist on the backline goes down, and Queen of Pain finds the CK. One more stream going to be needed. Is there actually mana for a Queen of Pain? Blink out, not going to happen. Queen of Pain gets a bit greedy there, diving in too far, trying to buy time for this Hon Trash Play to take out this Rax here. It's getting nice and low, and there's just no more disables to stop it. I can hear ABC, they're yelling, get out, get out. Winter's battle cry can be heard from across the arena here at the Marina Bay Sands Convention Center, where we have this Armaggeddon Dota gym. Oh, with CK flying in from behind, they want Hon Trash Play, he's going to BKB. Oh man, he's just going to buy time. Wisp won't be here for long. There's your time walk. He's got no TP though. Don't tether anyone. Whatever you do. CK, Reality Rift just reaches. Oh my gosh. CK, unlucky. Skewers down the trees. No, he's still stuck. Reality Rift gets out of there. Oh, poor CK. That was unfortunate for him, but he does get out of there okay. He does get the kill anyways. All's well that ends well. Even when luck wasn't favoring him. Faceless Void needed to have a TP there. He had the BKB, but there was no TP scroll to get out of there. ABC do walk away with the top melee barracks though. And as a result, they find themselves in a pretty strong, decisive lead now. They get their next level of items. They probably prepare for another push, especially when they can get Aegis. Roshan's still down for a couple more minutes, but once that's back up, once ABC can take it, then we go for another push. Whoa, they're looking for a pickle. And Mage is finding here on the Wisp. Can't find anyone to tether to. He's like, where's my team? Where's my creep wave? You need something to tether to get out of there, and not going to be the case. And now we see ABC barrel down this mid lane maybe. Look for another set of Raxes, or possibly they're just going to go top. SF is there going for a bit of split push action here. Going to abandon getting that tier 2 tower. Too much HP on it. It would take so long to bring down, and it's so high risk. There's so much time for the ABC team to actually get up there and defend it. Now ABC, they still have this pipe and mech. The two pushing items you need. Do they have another gem right now is what I'm wondering. They need the gem for that Shadow Blade SF. Without it, they're very vulnerable to get initiated on, even with BKBs on some of these key heroes. SF trying to work around his Manta style. He'd love to have that up soon. But right now, level 16. So he's going to have to be a level 3 SF ultimate. Gets it off at least once in the fight. It'll be fantastic. And even if it goes down towards the end, he releases that second ultimate when he dies now. So he's going to be a major source of damage. But it can't just be him. We need to see Mag getting off some nice RPs. And the CK, well, treads, BKB, drums, and now he's starting his next item. There's two ways you can go with this, and it's a Sanj. It's either the Sanj and Yasha, or we're looking at the Heaven's Halberd. Heaven's Halberd, the evasion will help against this Faceless Void.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
The disarm, less so, because you can always BKB out of it, but you could always force a BKB when he doesn't want to use it, so... Or just wait out the BKB, then look to use the Heaven's Halberd. So a nice pickup, however you look at it. Both teams looking to gain some map control, especially with Roshan respawning soon. They know that this Roshan fight is going to be a crucial, probably deciding one, if they look to take it. Oh, wait, they've gone high again. They're smoked up. There's going to be, when I'm talking about Epi's RP going to catch out 3. Chronosphere coming out from the Faceless Void. He brings down the first turret. Shattered him. He goes down. 3 hero black hole coming out from Ling. Absolute destruction as Awake get destroyed. They walked right into that. Oh my gosh. Things not going according to plan. I was trying to say Epicenter, but what I really meant was an RP. Reverse polarity coming out from the Mag. Only caught 2. He needed to catch the Faceless Void. He needed to catch that Faceless Void. Luckily, Faceless Void was down here farming. The 2 heroes behind was all he caught. Chronosphere came and then it fought time for the Enigma to hit the black hole of all black holes to win the fight for them. Now Roshan is exposed, and well, it's no secret that they're going for it. The Radiant team know, but there's nothing they can do about it. Enigma's at mid trying to push these things out, but Dire team, they get Roshan. Faceless Void, he takes the Aegis for himself. And this Dire team, well, now in a very, very good position. A huge fight won by them, and they get an Aegis, and now they can look to push again. Faceless Void's net worth is really starting to skyrocket. Building this crit. He's got the Crystallis, he wants a Daedalus. Ling, this blink dagger of his is such a nice little pickup now as well. Mech BKB was first, but late game having this blink to get the perfect black hole. Make sure you can get in there in time, not be walking in. When you're walking in, your opponents see it coming. They can look to position themselves accordingly. And now Awake in a position where, well, they can't afford to lose another fight. Otherwise, another set of Raxes potentially goes down and the game could get out of their control. The range Rex as well at top went down. Looks like a creep wave maybe dealt with that at some point. And unfortunately for the Radiant team, it's one less Rax they have up and running. Oh, top lane coming up from behind. SF gets caught. He's going to pop his BKB. Mag RP, but oh, SF He was going for the Wrecking, so he gets caught on the very edge of the Chronosphere. And there's your Enigma. No black hole being up, but it doesn't look like it's a fight that ABC are going to lose anyways. Awake trying to just fight their way out of this one, but Queen of Pain ultimate. There's a wall of Repco as well. CK, BKB, it's a long duration on. He's going to go in for the Darks here now. But Awake have already lost 3. They do bring down the Darks as well. They've only killed off the Rubik as well. And well, it looks like Wisp and CK may not be long for this world. Wisp needs to use that ultimate. Could have maybe saved the CK. He's going to try TP out, but no luck for you. Team Wipe's going with ABC. And they are looking like they could be going to the grand finals right now. What is left to stand in their way? A tier 2 tower, a tier 3 tower, some Raxes, and then the throne. A major fight won by ABC, and they've still got Aegis. Faceless Void still sitting on this Aegis, and with Black Hole not being used that fight, it's coming up soon. Enigma though, a bit low in mana. Needs some mana for himself, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any coming out. It's the Arcane Boots of just Winter, the Rubik, and he's on the sidelines. They're going to go in now, and it looks like we're not going to see any mana being used for a Black Hole here. He's going to want to save it for his mech, maybe some more conversions, or possibly just a Malif for stun. Tier 3 tower down, now the Raxes. Second set of Raxes potentially going down, at least a melee Rax. Contrast Plane now goes onto the range. And nothing to defend. This destruction gets used, Shockwave to follow onto the creep wave, but Raxes are down. Bottom and top, both gone. Awake are now in a terrible, terrible position. They'll be playing from behind with their backs up against the wall. As far as this match is concerned, things not looking good. As far as the overall tournament picture, they're still doing okay. If they lose this match, they drop down to the loser bracket finals. They'll be back tomorrow. They'll be versing the winner of Pacific Esports and First Departure. We'll have to see if they get there. If ABC can get there, I should say. Awake, there's still some fight left in them. When you've got a Mag SF ulti combo, things can always be turned around, but they really need to hit some miraculous 4 or 5 hero RP. And the thing is, any hero you don't catch is probably a hero with an influential ulti. You don't catch Void, there's a Chronosphere in your face. You don't catch Enigma, there's a Blink BKB Black Hole. You don't catch Darkseer, Vacuum Wall. You have to catch all 3 of those heroes, and the likelihood of ABC allowing that, probably next to nothing right now. They want to fight. They maybe want to fight for this tier 2 tower. We'll have to wait and see where they look to defend their tier 2, or if they just look to defend the tier 3s. Things looking really bad right now for Awake. The Thai team, they've flown a long way to get here. They're not going to be knocked out, but boy, this game is almost out of their reach. It's up to ABC. Play it right from here on out, and it is their game. The Radiant team, well, trying their best to push out these lanes. But the push is coming down the mid lane. The tier 2 tower already dropped. Move on to the tier 3. And well, this Dire team, they're not stopping. With an Aegis up their hands, it looks like they've got at least another minute or so on this Aegis end. The Radiant team, they've got to engage. They've got to try to find something. CK should lead. You're not going to be able to hit a big RP unless the CK leads. He's going to try to force them to group up. If we CK can find a good initiation, then we'll be looking okay. With CK, need to head things off and then try find a follow-up RP. Get an RP in after the engagement from the CK. He's nice and tanky. He's got a BKB. Sanj is there, probably looking to buy a Heaven's Howl, but he's got the goal for it. Question is, does he look to save for buyback instead? As well, Heaven's Halberd, Enigma. What a rich freaking Enigma right now. Heaven's Halberd, Blink, BKB, and Mech. And now the push on mid lane. They pop the pipe. This is it. I think they want to go in this wave. Block the shockwave damage, block some of the, maybe the Wisp Spirit damage, the Razors as well. On Trash Player, tempting fate with a fake Time Walk. Animation cancelling. He doesn't really do a whole lot of damage there, but he forces out a glyph. The Dire team playing this safe, but they're running out of time with this Aegis. They want to go, they've got to go soon. DVA trying to buy that Mantis Cell. CK, Heaven's Halberd. He says buyback isn't going to cut it. Oh, there we go. ABC, Hontrash plays found the opening. It's on the Mag as well. Without an RP, this fight is all but lost. There's your BKB Black Hole. Cashes out too. Wisp and CK. SF is going to try and get off an ultimate here. doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, and when all said and done, it's 3 heroes down on the Radiant side. Looking at more going down. TVA, his BKB on cooldown, he's going to take a fall. Team wipe is there. This is going to be your GG. There's nothing left to do for Awake but just tap out. It's too much. The creep waves are spilling in from bottom and top lane. The game is now going to be taken by ABC. They are going on to the grand finals tomorrow. They'll be playing a best of 3 with whoever emerges from the loser bracket. We've got First Departure taking on Pacific Esports, and the winner of that match will go up against Awake. Awake are guaranteed a top 3 finish, so they will have prize money, sponsorship gear, and whatnot going their way. But $20,000 in total being split between the top 3 teams here. In prize money, in sponsorship gear, in sponsorship contracts with Armaggeddon at the Armaggeddon Dota 2 Asia Grand Slam. But right now, ABC one step closer to that title. And guys, well, it's been a fantastic couple of days here. For those of you tuning on the live stream, thanks everyone for doing so as well. A last minute RP, it's all said and done, and that's it for that's it for Awake here in this game. ABC advanced. Thanks everyone for tuning in on the live stream, as well as coming down to the event here in Singapore at the Marina Bay Sands Convention Center. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit, and we're going to have more Dota 2 action coming up soon. We've got one more match today. It's going to be Pacific Esports, the last Pinoy Hope up against the last Singaporean Hope. First Departure. What am I talking about? First Departure up against Pacific Esports. That's coming up next, guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back.